Oh, go, 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 go. Jesus, man. Let's have a little fun in the tunnel. Oh my God, this car sounds cool. It's just a shame it looks not great. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The weather has changed. In fact, I am going to lower my shades because summer is here, and I've been given this Porsche Cayenne Turbo S e-hybrid. Yes, that is quite a long name, but that is what I am in. And thank you, Porsche GB, for loaning me this car to review. We've got somebody just running in the middle of the road. Yeah, so I've taken it down to the south coast. If you're new to the channel and you're watching me for the first time, please do hit that subscribe button. My name is my name is Brad, and my channel is called Cars with Brad, and I do all these random things with cars, like press car reviews and events and car launches and things like that. So if that's your thing, then please do hit the subscribe button. My YouTube is still pretty small, so I really want to grow that over the coming months, and it's going to become a new focus of mine. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about this. Yeah, it sounds great. But I'm not even going to beat around the bush. Let me just put the window up. It's so hot, by the way, and the aircon in this car I think is broken. I've played around with it and I just can't get it to work. So yeah, I might start sweating, so I apologise in advance. It's not going to be very nice or pretty, but thanks Porsche for giving me a car with broken aircon. I think I'll get the bad bits out of the way straight away. I'm not going to beat around the bush with this. Don't like the look of it. I'm not a huge SUV guy anyway. It's not a car that I look at and I'm like, wow, that's a beautiful car. I just can't. I can't make myself. I want to like it, but I just can't. I actually feel like I'm in a 911 because the actual instruments in the dash here are very reminiscent of the 911 I had not so long ago. I'm just going to do that window up because I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the wind noise is not great. But yeah, it does remind me of being in a 911. It's just weird because your peripheral tells you that you're so much higher up, which you are. This car is huge. It makes me look like a hobbit, but it handles like a Porsche would handle. They've absolutely nailed it, and it sounds great. I mean, just listen to this on the downshifts. It sounds great and it's so responsive. because you've got the electric motor as well, it delivers 900 Newton meters of torque. This thing is 680 horsepower. That's crazy. You know, okay, the Urus, and there's other SUVs out there that deliver, you know, high performance SUVs that have similar performance, but it just baffles me at how something so big can just shift in, like, and because it's got the electric motor and that torque number is so high, you really, I mean, it delivers it just instantly. There's no lag whatsoever, and that doesn't get boring. That really doesn't get boring. You do feel like a bit of an Asbo driving this at times, just because it's so ridiculously loud, but you can, as always, just close the exhaust valves and whack it into hybrid mode, and then all of a sudden you're in sensible mode. Everything quietens down, everything becomes a lot more sedated, and it's a really pleasurable, and even just, I mean, yeah, the performance is still there, but it's just toned down a little bit so you can enjoy it a bit and not upset people. But why would you want to do that when you can do that instead? You're in a Porsche. There's no debating that. You know, the handling is great. It's so direct. And let me just talk about the Urus that I had not so long ago. I made it no secret that I loved that car. But my biggest issue with that car was the fact the steering was really dead. It was like, there was no connection with the road. Here, completely different story. Porsche have absolutely nailed the steering. It just really, you can feel everything through the wheel. It's really direct, and it really translates through the car. And in terms of, I mean, we're going to come up to some nicer roads in a second as we head towards Goodwood, but there's no roll. There's literally zero body roll on this car. For something that's got such a high centre of gravity, there's very little body roll on this car. It does hunker down. When you put your foot down, you literally feel the rear of the car just pushing down. You got the active aero that suddenly comes up. You can kind of see it come into view in your rear view mirror when it's up, and it just goes into full-on beast mode. It's crazy. I love it, and we're coming into traffic, so this part of the video is going to be incredibly boring. So I will see you on some roads much nearer Goodwood. Should we have a look in here? Let's go in here. Let's just see what's going on. It's always fun. They've always got something going on. This wasn't planned at all, but actually, tunnel. Let's have a little fun in the tunnel. Oh my God, this car sounds cool. It's just a shame it looks not great. Anyway, I keep banging on about the looks. I'm really sorry. I just feel really strongly about the way this car looks. Let's have a quick look, see what's going on. Anything? Okay, there is an event going on by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Let's just do a quick U-turn in here. Nice, there's a few Porsches. What have we got going on at Goodwood today? Look at this, guys. If you've not been to Goodwood, you really must come down. And you live in the south of the UK, you've got no excuse to head down to this place on a weekend and just turn up randomly like me. Sorry, there's a car waiting to get in. Just turn up randomly like me just to see what's going on, because there's always something going on. Yeah, and it's just, it's literally a car lover's mecca. It just, everyone flocks to Goodwood. I love it. Sorry, I digressed slightly there. I was just lured in to Goodwood Motor Circuit This was not on the agenda. So let's head back out onto the roads and go through, enjoy this tunnel again. I mean, that is ridiculous, isn't it? That is ridiculous. So let's just quickly talk about the spec actually. So let's just, everywhere you look at Goodwood, there's like something that catches your eye. It's great. But yeah, the spec on this, so it's a press car, so it's not going to surprise you that it's highly spec'd. But the one thing I don't get about this is the lightweight pack, because a car this size, the lightweight pack sheds 20 kg. And for a car of this size, I can't remember the exact weight, but let's just say it's really heavy. 20 kg means nothing, right? And what do you get for that? You get a carbon fibre roof, and you get carbon fibre brought through onto the interior, and there's a few other bits and bobs scattered around. But I just don't get it, because I think this car looks so much better with a panoramic roof. Because you've got the carbon fibre roof, it's just really dark in here, and unless you spec out the interior with some light levers or, you know, lighter something going on, this cabin is dark. We're like, there's not a cloud in the sky today, and I feel like I'm sat in a really dark car, and it's really hot as well. But that's not anything to do with the roof, that's just the fact that the aircon doesn't work. Porsche GB fix the aircon in this car because it is boiling in here. So I think this car is 134 stock, and it's 154 with all the options on it. So it's got 20 grand's worth of options on it. Why would you buy this car? Who would buy this car? Are you somebody that is really conscious about saving the environment? Oh, I've got an EV hybrid Porsche. Look at me saving the environment. No, it's a V8. It's a V8 and it consumes fuel like nobody's business. You are not buying this car to be environmentally friendly. The fact that it's plug-in hybrid is just ticking a box, in my opinion. This is a V8, and you're not going to drive it around in full EV mode much, if at all. Maybe if you live 20 minutes from work, you could do your commute to work in full electric mode, but buy a Tesla, or better still, buy the Cayenne. I've not driven that car yet, but I hear great things about it. Okay, let's just get past this cyclist. I mean, the acceleration is brutal, and because it's got that electric motor, it's so responsive. Look at how, I mean, this is just ridiculous. That torque is just like a light switch. And let me know in the comments what you think of this car. Please do. I'm really interested to know if you share my views, or maybe you're on the other side of the fence and you think this car looks beautiful. And if you do, brilliant. And this car will tick a lot of boxes for you, because if you like the looks of this car, you'll love the performance of it. So this might well be the car for you. So I've just dropped the Cayenne back here at Porsche GB. This is the press car park, so there's really cool cars here. It looks like a lot of them are actually out. Fingers crossed I can get my hands on this. Hopefully this will be the next Porsche, so stay tuned guys. I'm actually in the market potentially for a GT4, so yeah, I'm very keen to get my hands on this. I know Porsche are in high demand with their press fleet, but I just wanted to show you something, because driving back here, it occurred to me I neglected a few things. One of them was just the interior, and taking you through a bit of the the finer details. So yeah, just a really quick overview. I'll keep it short and sweet, I promise. So yeah, we just turn it on. As you can see, turn it on. My seat is being pulled forward. The wheel lowers. That's just the ignition turned on. I must say, this is brilliant, by the way. I actually think this is the new benchmark for infotainment system. I love Audis, but I actually think this might be a bit better. So yeah, well done, Porsche. So yeah, I'm just gonna, you can see, putting the ignition on, it actually defaults to full electric mode. So if I turn the engine on, that's it. That's as dramatic as it gets. However, if you just switch that over to Sport Plus, you can see all of a sudden it comes to life, or Sport, even Hybrid. Oh no, Hybrid, it just chooses to stay in electric mode. So you need to be in Sports or Sports Plus for it to come alive. But yeah, I won't go through all the systems because we'll be here all day and it will end up being one of those 20-minute long videos. But it just occurred to me when I was coming back that I hadn't really gone through much of this at all. So yeah, that's it coming to life. I'll give it a few little blips. There's actually a soft limiter on this, so a bit disappointing. You can't really take it past 3,000. Yeah, look. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Put it into electricity mode. You can see here it's got pretty much a full charge of electricity, and I'm down to just over a quarter of a tank of fuel there as well. Driving back, I actually had it in hybrid mode, which was actually really good. I kind of was playing a game of not letting the fuel fully deplete and seeing if I could make it. If I had it in Sport or Sports Plus, it would have gone easily. But having it in hybrid, I managed to drive all the way from Goodwood up to Porsche Reading, and it only went from halfway down to quarter of a tank. Well, just over quarter of a tank. So yeah, just under quarter of a tank from Goodwood to Porsche GB. That's not bad for a V8 twin turbo. But yeah, I wanted to show you this interior because I completely forgot to do it. I was too excited driving. Anyway, like I said, if you haven't already, make sure you like and follow the channel, and I'll see you next time when I have a Ferrari F8 Tributo. See you later, guys.